Hi, I'm Chastity Osborn, and this is Ology Podcast. Today I'm going to be telling you a little bit about my history and story in IC, Interstitial Cystitis. I'm going to be doing a 20-part series on IC and some of the things that I have found that have really helped me alleviate the pain, discomfort, and pressure that goes along with the disease. First and foremost, I think it's really important to know where, when, and how this came about. Some of you who might be educating yourself on it will find out that redheads were more prone to it. Also, women more prone to it. Some of it's genetics, and some of it is the wear and tear of life that really, truly does bring us down and create dis-ease in the body. So the bladder represents a lot of anger. Kidneys also do. It has to do with elimination process. And what happened to me was I was in a bad marriage. I wasn't happy, but I was muscling through. And that's part of it, muscling through. There's a ton of muscles in this core area, and it can crush the bladder. So my story is I was in an unhappy marriage, very sexually unsatisfied, and also this is the sacral plexus. This is where all creation begins. So for me, I was being crippled in multiple ways. I was also going through trying to refinance my house, and I came within 0.5% and didn't get it, which I really did need in order to keep my home at that time. I was also picking up extra gigs. So I was at a hospital. I was carrying my massage chair, and I was going in to do massage 8 hours, 4 people per hour with one 20-minute break. It was on that third day of me carrying my chair massage in that I felt something. And I knew it wasn't right. And I didn't know what it was. I thought maybe I messed up my psoas, my iliacus. Maybe something's wrong with my core. Is it my low back pushing into me? I didn't know. So I started a really long relationship with multiple doctors. And it took a while. The problem with IC is there's so many fissures in the bladder that blood naturally comes out through the urine. So if you're going in for a pee test, they're going to basically say that you have a bladder infection. And they're going to give you antibiotics because that's the best thing to alleviate it. You can try cranberry juice, but quite honestly, cranberry is one of the things that irritate IC, so it's not good for you. So it took me about 2 years of seeing multiple doctors, going in for pee tests, taking multiple antibiotics, struggling with the pain and the discomfort. It wasn't until I saw a urologist and was diagnosed with IC, Interstitial Cystitis, that everything finally started to happen for me. I got diagnosed with the IC. I therefore got physical therapy that I so much needed, intervaginally. If you can believe it, there's intervaginal physical therapy, and it's amazing. I also did Mayan abdominal massage. I also did acupuncture. I also did associative awareness technique. I focused on meditation. I focused on my health and well-being, cutting back on the foods that aren't good, like tomatoes, orange juice, wine, which I love so much. It wasn't until I made all of those major life changes that I was able to get a grasp on IC and deal with it. So my situation as far as IC is concerned, it came when I was depleted. I was pushing myself. I really wanted everything to work out. But as I continued to push myself, I continued to hurt myself. And so one thing I want you to know about IC is think about, when did it come on? What was happening in your life? What was going on? why did this disease start? Because it truly does come from being pissed off. So if you're pissed off, you're dealing with some pain, talk to a urologist, and hopefully you'll get the answers you deserve. But I will be showing you on my 20-part series what you can do to help alleviate all the pain and discomfort that comes from dealing with interstitial cystitis. Thank you so much for listening to my story, and thank you so much for joining in on the Ology podcast. I can't wait to show you more information. Have a beautiful day. Peace, love, and light.